So we'll start as we always do on page 590. If you have a sitter in front of you, if you don't, just hum along, sing along, clap, do whatever. But let's be happy, man. Things are really turning around, and let's be happy. Thank God that and hope that they should continue. Yedid nefesh of harachamon. Mishoy chavdecha el ritzaynecha Yorutz avdecha kemayal Yeret mikvaydecha Heina B'nei Shabbos nekabelo lekras Shabbos lechu v'nelechu ki yimekayr habiracha midosh mikedem desuchosay maseh k'shavod chilol lechadei hay lechadei lekras kala Es ha-Shabbos la-sois al-adam trido yeda la-la-da-da-dam ti-da-da-da-da-di-da-dam In the story, a Gentile once came to the famous Shammai, the famous Rabbi Shammai in the Talmud, and he says, "Rabbi, I want to convert. Teach me the whole Torah while I'm standing on one foot." Difficult thing, huh? So what did Shammai do? Shammai just drove him away. Get lost, forget about it. He came to Shammai's colleague to Hillel, the next great rabbi of the generation, and he says, Rabbi, I want to convert. Teach me the entire Torah while I'm standing on one foot. And Hillel said, nothing about Shabbos, nothing about tefillin, nothing about dietary laws, nothing about tzitzis, nothing about davening. He says to him, the golden rule, Ma da'aloch sani lechavercha leisavit. What you don't like, don't do it to your friend. Don't do it to your friend. In other words, be a mensch. Before any mitzvahs, before any Torah, Hillel says, first be a mensch. And remember one thing. Don't be selfish. The Torah says this week, Kadeshim Tiyu. You are holy. You're a holy nation. The Parsha does not say Hasidim are holy. It does not say the Orthodox are holy. It doesn't say the conservative, the Reformed, B'nai Akiva, the modern Orthodox. It doesn't say a type of Jew. It says, Kedoshim Tiyu, you're all holy, be holy. Because you're a holy nation. You're my children. And being that you're holy, you have to behave in a holy manner. First, be a mensch. In order to behave in a holy manner, be a mensch. And don't only worry about yourself. Don't do to your friend what you don't want. Treat him the way you'd want to be treated. And if you treat him that way, not only will you make someone else feel good, you'll see you'll be treated much different yourself. There's a famous story. I believe it happened in 208 in New York. True story. It was late at night and there was a convenience store owner who was about to close his convenience store. And all of a sudden, he sees on his camera a guy's coming into the store on his surveillance camera with a baseball bat. And he's coming in with his crazy baseball bat, swinging it all over. He's about to rob the store. And as he comes to the counter, all of a sudden he sees the convenience owner, sees him with a gun, a rifle. He says, put down the bat. Put down the bat and get down on the floor. The guy drops the bat, falls on the floor, and the next thing you'll never believe what happened. He starts crying. He says, please, don't call the police. Don't shoot me. You don't understand. I've been out of a job for so long. I'm starved. My family is starved. They don't have anything at home. My house is completely empty. Please, please, don't shoot. But don't call the police. My family needs me. And all of a sudden, this gun that this wannabe robber didn't even know that it's not loaded. The gun was not loaded. Because this guy was known as convenience store owner was known for never loading his gun. Always just in case to show people, to scare them off like this guy. He says, I'll tell you what. Pledge to me, give me a promise that you'll never ever come to this again. No, I won't do it again. I'm sorry, but you don't understand. And the owner pulls out of his register $40 cash and goes to one of the shelves, pulls out a loaf of bread and gives them a loaf of bread and $40 cash. And he says, remember what you promised me. Now he had him on surveillance camera, and he called the police at the end. And he tells the police, believe it or not, I don't want to press any charges. The whole shebang is forgotten with. Six months later, an envelope arrives to this convenience store. And I want to read you what it said. And it says, and I quote, it's no return address. It was typed, so it wasn't a handwriting. It was typed. And he says as follows, Dear sir, you changed my life. And he goes on to say how sorry he was for his actions of 6 months ago. And he says, at the time I had no money, no food on my table, no job, and nothing for my family. I know that it was wrong, but I had no choice. I needed to feed my family. When you had that gun to my head, I was 100% sure that I was going to die. Thank you for changing my life. My dear friends, I'm not saying that, God forbid, if someone comes into your house or someone comes into your store, invite him in and said, no problem, sit down, let's make l'chaim, tell me what you need, take my whole house. I'm not saying that. This is a very unique story. But what I am saying is, how many times are people in need and we don't even realize how we ignore them? Or we have no time for them because our agenda is based on something else. Yes, you're right, my friends. I've been speaking about this subject for the past 3 weeks, about caring for other people, because I want you to know it shouldn't take a coronavirus, a pandemic, to start caring for other people. It shouldn't take a tragedy to start caring for other people. It shouldn't take a shiva call to start caring for other people. There are people out there, not always do they need the money, but they need a smile, they need an ear so someone will listen to them. They need a phone call. They need someone to ask, how are you? And not just to brush them off. And we have to remember one thing. It doesn't matter the color yarmulke we wear. It doesn't matter what tzitzis we wear. It doesn't matter if we wear tzitzis or not. It doesn't matter if we wear yarmulke or not. It doesn't matter what we wear and how we look. It doesn't matter if we have a long black coat or Bermuda shorts. We are one team. We are one nation. We are one body. And we all stem from the same source. And that's, as the Alter Rebbe, the first Lubavitcher Rebbe, Reb Shir Zalman of Liadi, tells us, that we all have, in the Sefer Tanya, he tells us we all have a soul. And that soul is a spark of godliness. And that means that every one of us are holy people. It doesn't matter how we look. We have to be there for each other, even at good times. Not only with tragedies and viruses and pandemics. Let's be one together. It doesn't matter what color dress, pants, a skirt, slacks, it doesn't matter. My friends, we all have that soul, that Yiddish neshama, as they say. That pintele Yid, that dot of Yiddishkeit. And today, in this week's Parsha, in the second Parsha, it says, Kedoshim Tiyu. Be holy, Hashem says, because I am holy and you're part of me. Be holy. Be there for each other. Be there for someone who even thinks he's in need, but he doesn't need. He thinks he's in need. Always be there. Because let me tell you something. You know how many times people will come to me and I'll come home and say, wow, unbelievable, Baruch Hashem, at least I'm not in that position. I'm in the position that I can help. I'm in the position that I can do for community. How many people call me Rabbi? I need this, I need that. How many people, we got calls from Israel. How many people does the shul, Young Israel itself, help out? Young Israel of Margate. How many people were helped this year that needed? But we can say, wait a minute. Where's it going to come? What's going to be? What? Let's not make cheshbonos. When we need something, we don't want Hashem to say, well, right now, I'm empty. I'm unempty. I'm not saying again, make yourself a shmata. I'm not saying that. God forbid, chas v'shalom. What I am saying is, let's be there together. Let's be there to listen to one another. And if we can help, let's help. And if we can't, at least let's smile. But let's not push people off and make them feel, oh, someone else turned me down, and someone else turned me down, and someone else turned me down. I'm a nothing, I'm a nothing. Baruch Hashem, we're here together. Let's make up our minds one thing, one time and for all. After this whole thing is over, we're going to be there for each other. You know why? Because we have that neshama, we have that soul, and that soul is a chelek Elokai mimal mamish, an actual spark of Hashem. We are holy. Every one of you are holy. And if anyone ever tells you otherwise, you send them to me. Let's all have simchas. Let's all have simchas and joy. Let's have a meaningful Shabbos. Have a good Shabbos. And let's all pray that very, very soon we'll all be together face to face in person, making l'chaim together at a kiddush, at a joyous occasion. And let's all be proud of each other and be there for each other. L'chaim, everyone. Shabbos, good Shabbos. I get Shabbos, good Shabbos. I get Shabbos, good Shabbos. Good Shabbos, everyone, good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.